We're going to start with our 5-minute apologetics again, and we're going to start with what we've talked about last week, which is this pyramid that I presented to you, showing kind of the 4 levels of awareness that people are at. And what do we do when we have a conversation with a skeptic or even another Christian believer? How do we determine where they're at so we can determine how to address whatever their questions and doubts or skepticism is? In this case, we're going to look at someone that believes in God, maybe even believes in Jesus, but has some doubts about the Bible, doubts about its inerrancy. Maybe they've been told that there's all these contradictions and mistakes, and they're doubting the inerrancy of the Bible. Inerrancy just means consistent message. It means there's no contradictions in message. So over the next 2 lessons, I really want to kind of focus on this idea using our Gospel of Mark chapter 4. There's a lot of parables in this section of Mark, and these same parables show up in the Gospels of Luke and Matthew, but there are some differences. And so this is one that the critics use to challenge the inerrancy of the Bible. So I want to show you how we can look at this and how we can address these concerns that people have in a way that will give us confidence, will give us courage to actually share these things, because there are no contradictions, there's no conflicts, there may be misunderstandings, but that's about it. Okay, so remember, different authors are going to see things differently. You and I, if we saw a car go racing by, you might recognize the person inside the car. I might pay attention to what color the car is. Someone else might just know what kind of car it was, but wouldn't remember the color. We all would have witnessed the exact same events. We're just talking about different aspects, different details. But the car going by would have been the overall message. It's no big deal that those variations are there. They're not contradictions. They're not even in conflict with each other. They're just slightly different details representing the perspectives of those individual authors a little bit. Okay, so we're going to do that. And when we have someone that has a question like this, it's like, oh, well, all those problems in the Bible. We need to ask, what do you mean by that? Okay, how did you come to that conclusion? We need the clarification type of question. Basically, what do you mean? Talk to me about the specific questions that you have, and force them to give evidence for the claim they've just made. It's really easy to make a claim, and false claims people throw around all the time. They're actually usually copying somebody else's claim. They don't really have any evidence at all. Asking this question will reveal that, whether the person is the one that actually has this doubt or whether it's something they've heard and they're just parroting it back to you. So, what do you mean? Well, now they have to provide evidence to support the claim that they've just made. And hopefully they'll have evidence. That way we can identify what they're really struggling with so that we can focus in on it. In this case, it's going to be, well, there's a problem with these parables. So we'll see how that fits together. And so that's our 5-minute apologetics for today.